Your Honor,
Yeah.
this is the jail speaking. Garcia Moje, she refused court.
I already have faith. Set for.
Good evening. I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are
Brian Fraser.
Mr. Frazier. Citation charging you with domestic violence violation of court order. We'll appoint Douglas Taylor to represent you. Set a court date for the 22nd at 10:30 in the morning in front of Judge Foreman. Hold you on a $2,500 bond. No alcohol or drugs, no acts of domestic violence, absolutely no contact with Wendy Wood. Do you understand that?
I didn't at the time.
Pardon me?
So she's still upset. Anything about your case.
Thank you, Mr. Frazier.
Awesome. Perfect. Cross out, have a seat. Yeah, perfect. But no, perfect.
Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are
Richard Lawson.
Mr. Lawson, citation charging you with domestic violence disorderly conduct alleged to have occurred earlier today in the vicinity of your residence.
Yes, ma'am.
Next court date on this matter is going to be December 30th at 10:30 in the morning in the Pima County Justice Court. Do you understand that you need to be present at that time?
Yes, ma'am.
Standard conditions include you remain within the state of Arizona unless you receive permission of court to leave the state. You violate no laws. You appear at all court dates. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. Lawson.
Good. On the date on that.
December the
Hey.
30th.
You'll get paperwork.
Okay, okay, thank you.
Stuff, David?
Good evening, and you, sir, are
David Stuck. It's Tuck.
Mr. Stuck. I have a citation here charging you with domestic violence assault. Alleged to occur earlier today in the vicinity of what was your residence? Next court date on this is December the 30th at 10:30 in the morning in the Pima County Justice Court. Conditions of release include no contact with Ms. Flores. You don't return to the residence except with law enforcement to get your personal belongings. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
You don't go to her workplace. See about getting behavioral health assessment. And be sure that you stay in the state of Arizona, don't violate any laws, and appear at your court date. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do, Judge.
Thank you, Mr. Stuck.
Daniels?
Thanks.
Yep.
Yes.
Good evening, I'm Judge Hayden. You, sir, are
Charles Daniels.
Mr. Daniels. I have a number, I think, here. Current citations charging you with criminal trespass and possession of prescription-only drugs. charges that go back to January of 2023 for theft, along with failures to appear. August 18th of 2024 for possession of paraphernalia, failures to appear. September 27th of 2024, possession of paraphernalia and criminal trespass, failures to appear. Criminal trespass, December 20th of 2024, failure to appear. And charges for criminal trespass on September the 12th of this year. And there's an APO hold, is that correct? Dale?
One second. Your Honor, we see a superior court hold.
Is it an APO hold or a superior court hold?
Superior court, Your Honor.
Do you have a case number on that?
Yes, Your Honor, you ready?
Yes.
Gonna be CR 2025-25-03-001.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Your Honor.
We'll appoint the City Public Defender's Office to represent you. Because you do have the APL hold. So your next court date will be on January the 20th at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. If you're out of custody, you need to appear. No alcohol or illegal drugs. And you're right in front of the incident locations, which include 333 West Glen, 244 West Glen, 2513 North Castro, 3128 North First, and 287 West McFarland. You understand that?
Yes.
Again, if you're out of custody, you need to appear. If you are in custody, then the City Public Defender's Office will address the matter with you and with the prosecutor in the court. Right. Thank you, Mr. McDaniels.
Thank you, Lord. Seven. What's that? Fifty.
Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you are
Cardenas Redster.
Mr. Redspare. I have citations charging you with domestic violence, disorderly conduct, and domestic violence assault. Alleged to have occurred earlier today. Your next court date is going to be January the 27th at 1:30 in the afternoon in the Tucson City Court. Do you understand that you need to be present at that time?
Yes, ma'am.
Conditions of release include no acts of domestic violence, no contact with Leslie. You don't return to the residence except once with law enforcement to get your personal belongings. Do you understand that?
Your Honor, I'm a veteran and I live in veteran housing and I have no place to go. I live on the reservation about 6 hours away. I don't have nobody relatives around Tucson.
You're not going back to the house. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Transition Center can help you see about obtaining housing, but you don't have contact with Leslie. You don't go to her residence except with law enforcement to get your personal belongings. No acts of domestic violence. You remain within the state of Arizona. And you appear.
Yes, ma'am.
Pardon me?
Oh, I say yes, ma'am. I'm hard of hearing, I'm sorry.
And you appear at your court date on January the 27th at 1:30 in Tucson City Court. Thank you, Mr. Redspare.
Yes.
Good evening. I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are
Jose Luis Moreno, Your Honor.
Mr. Moreno. Interim complaint charging you with second-degree murder, criminal damage. We'll appoint public defender's office to represent you on these charges. And did either counsel wish to be heard further on conditions of relief?
Nothing further from the state, Judge.
Yes, Judge. So I just want to highlight that Mr. Moreno is, first of all, only 19 years old. He has no priors, according to his pretrial services report, no juvenile record either. I understand the nature of the allegation here. But he's only a level 1 according to pretrial services, 2 on the NCA scale, 1 on the FTA scale, no NVCA flag. And I would like to note that in the probable cause statement, it did highlight that Mr. Moreno was not impaired. There were no signs of impairment after multiple rounds of testing field testing. Again, understand the nature of the offense and that there was somebody who passed away, as according to the allegation. We would ask that the court set a bond of no more than 75,000. I understand that the state's asking for 250,000.
All right, preliminary hearing date will be December the 30th at 1:30. Bond will be $75,000. If you post the bond, you'll be in a certificate of pretrial services. No alcohol or illegal drugs. You do not drive a motor vehicle, period. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
And no contact with the family of the alleged victim. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
I would suggest that you not discuss this matter with anyone except your attorney.
Understood, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, Mr. Moreno.
Judge, real quick, what was the preliminary hearing date again?
December 30th.
December 30. Thank you. It's like order like Monday. And so just give it till like or Tuesday. All right, yes, sir. Go on.
In jail, do we have any, one who needs a Spanish interpreter today?
No, Your Honor.
Interpreter may be excused.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good night.
Right. If we have any victims on the line, if you'll identify yourself so that I know what name or number is showing. Looks like we've got a 602 phone number. Hmm? Okay. Okay, just be sure that you're muted until I call on you. All right, and it looks like, yeah, the other person is no longer on the line, so.
Just getting the transfer on the left.
And you saw that the Mr. Terrace sent the Taylor recommendation? Okay. All right, just want to be sure you had it.
Oh, fucking join the call. 602-609-7640.
You need to be muted, please. Or be absolutely silent until I call on you. Thank you. Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are.
Sir.
All right, Mr. Whitby, let's see what we have here. We've got current charges charging you with reckless burning. I also have charges from January 16th of this year for criminal damage, criminal trespass, laying on a sidewalk, failing to appear in court.
Mhm.
Along with failure to appear, including at community court.
Mhm.
Charges from May 23rd for smoking marijuana in public space and criminal trespass, failing to appear in court. Two counts of disorderly conduct, one count of criminal damage from July the 29th. Along with failures to appear in court. We'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you on these charges. Your next court date is going to be December the 29th at 1:45. Bond is $250. Court date remains the same, whether you're in or out of custody. Public defender's office is appointed to represent you. You possess no matches, lighters, or other incendiary devices. You're not to go back to 138 East Roger, 215 East Congress, 395 South Prudence, or have contact with any victims in this matter. Thank you, Mr. Wedby.
Yes, ma'am.
Solid.
Peter, I was in check.
Evening, I'm Judge Sada, and you, sir, are
Peter Egan, Your Honor.
I have a number of things here for you. I have warrant out of Maricopa County, possession or use of narcotic drugs, failures to appear. Judge is very clear they want you held on this matter because of your failures to appear even after being released. So your bond is $7,500. We'll set a rehearing for January the 12th at 9 a.m. in case Maricopa County has not come to pick you up yet. No alcohol or illegal drugs. I also have some files out of Tucson City Court. Current charges for possession of prescription-only drugs. Charges from July 2nd of last year. Possession of prescription-only drugs, possession of paraphernalia, and failure to appear. We'll appoint the city public defender's office to represent you on these charges because you're being held on other matters. Your next court date in the city court is January the 16th at 9 a.m. If you're out of custody, you need to appear. No alcohol or illegal drugs. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Not what I circled.
Camacho, over here, please.
Mr. Camacho, interim complaint you with aggravated domestic violence. Which occurred earlier today. We'll appoint public defender's office to represent you on these charges. And did either counsel wish to be heard further on conditions of release?
Nothing further from the state, Judge.
Yes, Judge, I'd like to challenge the probable cause in this case. So the PC statement and the interim complaint lists the only charge as ACT-DB, in that he had there's a DB in this case, and then there's two prior within the 7-year period. Only one of the prior cases falls within that 7-year period. One of the cases, the 2018 case that was cited, had a conviction date of December 10th, 2018. So 84 months, 7 years from then would be December 10th, 2025. Today is December 20th, 2025. Therefore, that would fall outside of that period. And there were no other prior DVs that were cited that would fall within that 84-month period. Therefore, this couldn't be his third within 7 years, and so it would not be ACT-DV.
Mr. Terrace,
Judge, if I could just have one moment.
absolutely.
Judge, I don't have anything to add to the interim complaint.
I don't dismiss the charges. However, I'm still going to you're not to contact the victim in this matter. You're not to turn to the residence except with law enforcement to get your personal belongings. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, Mr. Camacho.
Cortez,
Sir.
go out that door, have a seat with the mail.
Good evening. I'm Judge Chad, and you are
Ana Cortez.
Ms. Cortez. I have a warrant here out of Pima County Superior Court. Possession of dangerous drugs. Possession of narcotic drug, possession of paraphernalia. Alleged occurred on September the 9th of this year. Appoint Public Defender's Office to represent you, set an arraignment date of December the 26th at 1:30. And did either counsel wish to be heard further on conditions?
Nothing further, Judge. Thank you.
Yes, Judge, I'd just like to point out that, Ms. Cortez, for the pretrial services report. Sorry, I want to load it to make sure I'm accurate. Yeah, for the pretrial services report, she has no prior felonies. This is her only felony case, and that the case or the paperwork for the notice for the arraignment was mailed to an address that she no longer resides at. So we asked the court to release her to pretrial services so that she can a tender arraignment on her own.
Given that she did not abide with pretrial services the last time, bond is $1,000. If you post the bond, you'll be distributed of pretrial services, no alcohol or illegal drugs. Behavioral health and substance abuse assessment and treatment is available in custody or under the direction of pretrial services if you're out of custody. I also have misdemeanor charges for criminal trespass. I'll release you on these charges. Conditions of release, you don't go back to the incident location, that wash area, no alcohol, illegal drugs, behavioral health and substance abuse assessment and treatment. Because of the other hold, I will appoint the City Public Defender's Office to represent you and set a court date of January the 16th at 9 a.m. If you're out of custody, you need to appear. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Right, thank you, Ms. Cortez.
And Judge, can I get the arraignment date again?
December 26th.
26. Thank you.
Did you see what I circled on that pink sheet?
Yeah. The date.
Yeah, so they need to,
Is that incorrect now? Is it the 20? Supposed to be the 20?
Well,
no, but it's supposed to be 26.
please.
I mean, I don't think, let me double check the calendar. No, the 16th is a Friday, so. Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are,
Beg your pardon, I'm sorry.
Say your name.
Oh, Paul Ecker. Paul Stephen Ecker.
Mr. Ecker, I have an interim complaint charging you with domestic violence, aggravated harassment, and aggravated domestic violence. We'll appoint public defender's office to represent you on these charges. I believe we have a victim on the line who wishes to be heard on conditions of release. This is not the time to talk about facts of cases. It is just the time for you to talk about preferred conditions of release.
Yes, Your Honor, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yes, I just would like to just comment that my family is not safe and my family's home is not safe. And this is shown in the many times that he's been there in the last few weeks. And I just ask that he be kept in custody and that he can just be held and not released.
All right, and just for the record, if you'll state your name, please.
My name is Deanna Ecker. I'm his sister,
Okay.
and he has left notes at the residence in the last couple of weeks where he specifically calls out his sister.
Point, call the defender's office and did either counsel wish to be heard on condition?
Nothing further from the state, Judge.
Yes, Judge. So for one, Mr. Ecker has no prior felonies. I understand that this stems from allegations of prior misdemeanor DVs. But he has no prior felonies. And I would like to note that while the court heard from Miss Ecker for conditions of release, she is not listed as the victim in the interim complaint. The interim complaint only lists Mr. Ecker's brother, William, and not his sister. And
Pretrial services says the alleged victim in this matter is defendant's mother, Deanna Ecker.
according to the interim complaint that I have, let me
Okay.
see if I can see anything. Yeah, the interim complaint only lists his brother. But namely, given that he has no prior felonies, we asked the court to release him the pretrial services, or in the alternative, set a bond of no more than $5,000.
Anything further from the state?
No, Judge.
I will also note that on September the 3rd, he was placed on probation on charges and told not to return to the address as part of his probation. Then on November the 10th, he picked up new criminal charges and didn't appear in court.
This call will be recorded.
Preliminary dates December the 30th at 1:30. Bond will be $15,000. If you post the bond, you'll be under the superintendent of pretrial supervision of pretrial services beginning right now. No alcohol, illegal drugs, no acts of domestic violence, no firearms or weapons, no contact with Deanna or William Ecker or other victims. You're not to return to the residence or workplace. You can go back once with law enforcement to get your personal belongings. Behavioral health and substance abuse assessment to the assessment and treatment to the extent that it's available in custody or under the direction of pretrial services if you are out of custody. Other than in the course of those assessments and treatment, I would suggest that you not discuss this matter with anyone except your attorney. I also have a petition to revoke your probation. Next court date, city court is going to be December the 26th at 1:45. City Public Defender's Office is reappointed to represent you on these charges. Bond is $500. Post the bond, your court date's January the 9th at 9 o'clock in the morning. Again, no contact with William. You don't go back to the residence. No alcohol or illegal drugs, no firearms or weapons. And you're also not to go back to 1884 South Cray Club. Thank you, Mr. Ecker.
Thank you.
Indeed.
Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are
Randy Lamar McDaniels.
Mr. McDaniels. A warrant for you out of Pima County Superior Court. Possession of dangerous drugs, possession of paraphernalia. Alleged to have occurred on or about the 7th of October. Appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you on these charges, set an arraignment date for December 26th at 1:30, and did either counsel wish to be heard on conditions?
Nothing further from the state, Judge.
Yes, Judge. I would just like to point out that, according to the pretrial services report, the arraignment notice was mailed to an address on West Ironwood Drive. According to Mr. McDaniels' mom, who confirmed that he lived with her and that he has her support, but she confirmed that he lives with her at an address on East Iowa Street. And so, given that, and Mr. McDaniels, according to the report, also noted that he was not aware of the arraignment date. So given those circumstances, we asked the court to release Mr. McDaniels and give him a chance to appear as arraignment on his own.
It also appears that Mr. McDaniel was previously released to pretrial services and did not report to them. Bond will be $500. The bond is posted, then you'll be under the supervision of pretrial services, no alcohol or illegal drug. Then I have misdemeanor warrants for you.
It's fine.
Have current charges for possession of paraphernalia and criminal trespass. For assault, resisting arrest and possession of paraphernalia on October 7th of this year, failing to appear in court. Because you're being held on other charges, we'll appoint the city public defender's office to represent you on these charges. Court date of January 26th at 9 a.m. If you're out of custody, you need to be present in Tucson City Court. You don't go back to the incident location there, that wash area. No alcohol or illegal drugs, substance abuse assessment and treatment, and no firearms. Do you understand that? Do you understand that, Mr. McDaniels?
Yeah, I understand that you're
All right, thank you. Yes, I did. Very specifically. Good evening, I'm Judge Staten. You, sir, are
Pillamani, Matthew Pillamani.
Mr. Pillamonte. You have a warrant here at Pima County Superior Court charging you with possession of dangerous drugs, possession of paraphernalia on July the 8th. We'll appoint public defender's office to represent you on these charges. Set an arraignment date for Friday, the 26th at 1:30. And did either counsel wish to be heard further on conditions?
Nothing further from the state, Your Honor.
Yes, Judge, can I get one moment to talk to Mr. Palmati, please?
You may. I would want you to note his extensive misdemeanor failure to appear history, though. But go ahead.
No. Judge, I have nothing to add.
Bond will remain at $500 for the warrant. Pretrial services, if the bond is posted, no alcohol or illegal drugs. Again, December 26th at 1:30 is the arraignment date. Then I have charges here. Let's see, we'll start with January 19th of 2023. For shoplifting, 1167 West Irvington, along with failures to appear. Most recently, it looks like September 3rd. Charges from December 15th of 2023, shoplifting, criminal trespass, criminal damage, possession of paraphernalia, along with failures to appear, also at 1167 West Irvington. Charges for shoplifting on February 10th of 2024 at 1225 West Irvington. Again, along with a criminal trespass and failures to appear. Criminal trespass, possession of paraphernalia, December 14th of last year. 5169 South County, Santa Cruz. And failures to appear. And possession of paraphernalia on December the 14th of last year. Failure to appear. We'll appoint City Public Defender's Office to represent you on these charges because you're being held on other matters. I will release you on these charges, however. Court date's January 16th at 9 a.m. If you're out of custody, you need to appear. If you are still in custody, then the attorney's office will consult with you and keep you advised of the status. But you don't go back to any of those incident locations. And no alcohol or illegal drugs. If you're out of custody, substance abuse assessment and treatment. All right, thank you. I signed but didn't fill out the second page. Okay.
Fine. There's a little time.
Good evening, I'm Judge Taylor. Sir,
I'm Daryl Taylor.
Mr. Taylor, I've got a couple of things here for you. An inner complaint charging with aggravated driving under the influence of intoxicating liquor or drugs, as well as weapons misconduct, prohibited possession of a firearm. We'll appoint public defender's office to represent you on these charges, and either counsel wish to be heard further on conditions.
Nothing to add to the recommendation, Judge.
Yes, Judge, if you give me 1 second, please.
Certainly.
All right, so as to the aggravated DUI, looking at the interim complaint and probable cause statement, I don't see anything that would qualify this as aggravated DUI. Listed, the interim complaint lists it under A1, which I believe is the suspended license. It doesn't say in here that his license was suspended. So as to the aggravated DUI, I'd like to challenge probable cause on that.
Mr. Terrace.
Your Honor, I have nothing to add to this interim complaint either.
Anything further?
And then as to the prohibited possessor charge, I would just like to note that I understand that it's listed as a prohibited possessor for having prior felonies. His most recent felony conviction was from 2015, and he was discharged from probation in October 2018. And so since then, it seems that any other case has been designated misdemeanor. And so given that, and even then, the most recent case from that is 2021. So given that the long history, the several years between this offense and his last charge, we'd ask that the court release Mr. Taylor to the custody of pretrial services, and that's as to the prohibited possessor charge.
The lack of a fairly recent felony does not mollify or change his prohibited possessor status. In addition, this is a firearm with alcohol and other drugs. Preliminary hearing date's December the 30th at 1:30. Bond is $7,500. Pretrial services if the bond is posted. No alcohol or illegal drugs, no firearms or weapons, no driving without a valid license. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
You're good.
Yes, you are.
Take them anytime they're ready.
It's fine.
I hope.
And Judge, before you take the next hearing, can the defense be excused? I see the only other hearings.
Misdemeanor and that's correct. You may be excused.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good night.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good night.
Hmm?
You got Bob out here.
Yeah, we call them, they get online.
Your Honor, Your Honor, Jail.
Yeah.
Aho is at our facility right now. Could bring him in. Have
Oh,
him sit down in front of you.
all right. Thank you.
Of course.
How did that happen?
It's a long story, Your Honor.
Okay.
Where you going? You're chair.
Thank you, sir.
Good evening. I'm Judge Kate, and you, sir,
Aiden Ellinger.
Mr. Alex. I've got a citation
Yes.
charging you with domestic violence and sexual conduct.
Mhm.
Occurred early this morning at the your residence.
This morning at my residence. Well, sorry.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Next court date is going to be January the 6th at 9 a.m. in the Ajo Justice Court. Do you understand you need to be present at that time?
Yes, ma'am.
In the meantime, no acts of domestic violence, no alcohol or illegal drugs, no violations of law, and you need to remain within the state of Arizona. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Thank you, Mr. Alegria.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate your time.
We are.
Your Honor, I was gonna have you take a peek at this release date that you selected on this NTR. I believe